Hello friends, I am Shiv Yadav and welcome to my channel iTech Warrior. Friends, in this video we will understand what is constructor. So let's start. Let's understand point wise in practical with Visual Studio. So first point is constructor is a special type of method present under the class responsible for initializing the variables of that class. Yes, let's do it in Visual Studio. Yeah. Here we create a project, console project, program class and the static block, and in the program class we declare our variables int I, I and string s bool b, and now we initializing the value by constructor. So we print the value. Yes, we create an instance of program class, and by the object we print all the three values and save and run. Output is 0 and blank space and false. 0 for integer I and the blank means null value and false means boolean. So the output we expect, these output are by default values initialized by compiler. So here we not write constructor, but the value, but the variables get the value. Why? Because it is not a magic show. Someone do this. Compiler will do this. If the programmer not write constructor, compiler will write constructor on the behalf of programmer. So this is class and this is constructor. Program constructor. So compiler do this. If programmer not write constructor, compiler do implicitly write the constructor in class. So compiler print by default values, provide the by default values to the variables. So the next point is the name of constructor method is exactly the same name of the class in which it was present. Yes. So we will write explicit constructor. By default constructor is implicit, declared by compiler, and the programmer write constructor is called as explicit constructor. So we write the explicit constructor public program yes, and the constructor not non-value returning. Here we not write void int string. So this is constructor, exactly same name as class. And the third point is constructor is a non-value returning method. Yes, here we cannot define return type. So the fourth point is each and every class requires this constructor if we want to create the instance of that class. Each and every class requires the constructor if we want to create the instance of that class. Yes. Every class have a constructor, implicit or explicit. If the programmer not write explicit constructor like this, compiler will automatically write implicit constructor on the behalf of programmer. Here we write a implicit. If we miss this, now the compiler write constructor in the class program on the behalf of programmer. So save and run again and the output is as we expect. So go ahead to next point. Fifth point is it is the responsibility of a programmer to define a constructor under his class, and if he fail to do so on the behalf of programmer, an implicit constructor gets defined in that class by the compiler. We understand this point already, so go ahead. Here is the small example. Let's understand class test. This is the same example we do in Visual Studio already. So in die string s bool b, and this is constructor public test, same name as class. Suppose we not write this implicit constructor created by compiler if programmer not create, initializing the variables by constructor. So I equal to 0, s equal to null, b equal to false. So this is the by default value initialized by compiler. So go ahead. And the sixth point is implicitly defined constructor are parameterless. Implicit constructor parameterless because this constructor defined by compiler, and these constructor are also known as default constructor. Seventh point is implicitly defined constructor are public. Yes. So implicit constructor by default public because it is defined by compiler. And the ninth point is the explicit constructor can be parameterless or parameterized. Yes. Explicit constructor defined by programmer. So this is explicit constructor, this is parameterless, and we want to declare parameter here. Suppose we write int a comma string b bool. So let's initialize the value I, s and b by this constructor, and now I equal to and s equal to yes, and you see the red line here because this is here we declare a parameter. So now we declare parameter here now. So we assign the value 1 comma itech, this is integer, so we itech warrior and boolean value assign true. Yes. Save, the error is gone. Save this program. Yes, b. Save the program and run. Yes, the output is 1 itech warrior and true. So the variable assigned by explicit constructor program. Explicit constructor parameter less or parameterized because the programmer will declare. So go ahead. Next point is constructor may be explicit or implicit, but calling is explicit for both constructor. Let's understand. Here we declare explicit constructor, or let's delete this. Delete. Now compiler will do this. So 10 point is constructor may be implicit or explicit, but calling is explicit, both constructor. So the here we calling implicit constructor program. First program is class and second program is constructor. So this is explicitly, and here we write explicit constructor. Now also we call the constructor explicitly. So the 10 point is clear. Go ahead. 11 point is constructor overloading as same as method overloading. Yes, let's do it. So constructor overloading as same as method overloading. I already create a video on method overloading in the series of polymorphism part 2. Please watch this video, link in the description box. So now understand the constructor overloading. So before this, let little bit understand method overloading. So method overloading is the mechanism of achieving the multiple behaviors from the methods by giving the different input. So constructor overloading as same as method overloading. So now we create one more constructor here. So this is another constructor program, same name but different parameter. So this is constructor, this is second constructor, this is first constructor. So the mechanism is same as method overloading. So now create one more instance of a program class, program pro2 equal to new. So provide the value hello program. So we create one more instance of a program class and provide the value to name and save and run. So the output is 1 itag warrior true from first constructor and the second constructor hello program. So go ahead. So you understand constructor overloading, and the 12th point is it's very important, member inside class. Without constructor we cannot do anything by classes. Yes, this is very important, member in the class. Without this we cannot assigning the value or creating the instance. We cannot create the instance So this is very important member in the class. So I hope you understand the constructor and what is constructor and what exactly do constructor. So in the next video please watch constructor part 2. In this video we will understand types of constructor. Four type of constructor: default or parameter less constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor and static constructor in the constructor part 2. So please watch this. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for upcoming video notification.